pants on.
I'm not wearing any pants. I forgot to tell the people that I wasn't wearing pants. I was gonna announce it.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to episode 36.
Yeah. Why am I not keeping track of this?
I don't know. Well, I mean, I'm
always
not
used
either,
to.
so
I feel like I can hear myself.
I don't know.
Okay. If it doesn't bother you, then I'll get over it. Yes, 36. Well done.
Okay. Episode 36 of Just Us.
And sometimes other people.
We decided that yesterday was too busy of a day to podcast, so we would do a morning podcast. And then we decided to order some breakfast as well. So we will be munching on some breakfast.
We will be
embarrassing ourselves with chewing food or chewing noises. Some little bit of ASMR for you guys.
Yeah, sorry, but don't care.
It's gonna be great. Currently, it is 8:35
in the morning
on Sunday morning. So
the sun is coming out.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, it's bright in here because we have the lights, but
yeah, I mean, it's
sun's
up.
coming out.
It's up.
Breakfasting. Need a bite of my muffin.
So yeah, yeah. Just realized that I said and Mike yelled at me the other day about saying too much. Sorry if I say too much.
He did the other day. He's like, "Hey, dude, been watching you guys' podcast. You say too much."
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Shut up, Mike. So yesterday was a fun-filled day. We ordered appliances. We got a new refrigerator, a new stove, and a new microwave, overhead microwave.
Well, we ordered them a while ago, but
yeah, what was it?
Delivery was yesterday.
Probably 6 weeks ago, I think, that we ordered those. And we were getting just so, not that it matters, but I'm a Lowe's person. I don't like going to Home Depot. I prefer shopping at Lowe's. However, when we went to Lowe's to order the appliances that we wanted, they didn't have the refrigerator in stock. Like, so Home Depot and Lowe's, they don't actually carry stock anymore. They still have to have everything like ordered and delivered. But they, like, it was on the refrigerator that we wanted was on back order at Lowe's. So I was like, what the heck? And so then I got to thinking about it, and I looked at Home Depot and they had it in stock. So we went there and we ended up buying through Home Depot. In any case, everything showed up yesterday and they unboxed everything, and the guy called me out to the truck and he was like, yeah, your refrigerator has a bunch of dents on it. So I walked out there and was looking at it. It looked like, to me, it looked like somebody shot the refrigerator with like a BB gun multiple times. It was crazy. But
I don't know how what has to hit it. Like, you and I are both very familiar with carrier related issues when it comes to damaged product. We've seen 1,000 different ways that a product can get damaged during transit. But that I like thinking about it. I'm like, was somebody like fucking around on a forklift and just poking the boxes? Like, how do these dents just show up where they show up? It doesn't make any sense to me.
yeah, no, neither. No, it doesn't make sense to me either. So yeah, we refused delivery for the refrigerator. They installed the stove, which was cool. All it needed to do was be plugged in. And then the guy told me that he looked at the overhead microwave. Now, we didn't pay to have them install the overhead microwave. But when he had mentioned, doing it, I wasn't going to say, hey, we didn't pay for that because, whatever. And maybe this is, karma in that sense, because after they left, I was like, so that they told me that they couldn't install the microwave because one of the bolts that was holding up the current microwave is stripped out, and he was afraid that if he messed with it at all, that it would ruin our cupboard. So I told Bailey, I said, as soon as they leave, I'm taking that out, and that's what I did.
And I just laughed and I was like, oh, okay. And then he goes, and you're gonna help me. Yes, sir.
So when they left, I went over there and I tried taking that bolt out, and it didn't take. I didn't even need to use a drill.
You just
I took a screwdriver and turned the bolt and
came right out.
unscrewed it, and it came right out.
Pussy. Yeah, I said it.
Wow, getting aggressive early on in the morning, huh?
Yeah, it's 8:30 in the morning.
Wow.
And I want my refrigerator.
I know. I'm really upset about that too. Anyway,
it's not their fault.
No, it's not their fault. But
you know that much.
It sucked. So yeah, so they couldn't install the overhead microwave. Sorry, this story is taking forever.
You're doing fine.
And so I was like, I'm just gonna install it myself then. So it took us about 3 hours to install this overhead microwave. And it was just figuring out the mounting. Like, do I need to take off the mounting that was already put on the wall and put on this stuff? This and that. I was trying to figure out the vents. And then finally just lining the holes up so I can get, drilling holes in the cupboard above, lining those up. That was a disaster. For some reason, my brain was not working with math.
Mine either, apparently.
So I don't know.
I had the right ideas, but wrong execution.
Mm-hmm. And then we hung around here for a while. Got ready. I kind of in and out, took a nap on the couch while you were getting around. And then we went out last night. Tell the people where we went. I want to eat some food.
Yeah, I was gonna try to find a way to give you a signal that you could eat. I've been slamming food into my face. And it's delicious. We went to Honky Tonk Saloon for a couple of coworkers. It was one of their last day. One of them, it was their last day on Friday. The other one, their last day is next Friday. So we went out to the saloon, and they offered like line dancing lessons and all that jazz. None of us really got up from the table. Excuse me, but yeah, we just drank some beers, took a tequila shot and a lemon drop shot. But they make lemon drop different in the South, or it's just that bar or our server, bartender, whoever. But literally, it was vodka mixed with lemonade with sugar in it. A lemon drop shot, to my knowledge, is typically just a shot of vodka with a little bit of sugar and a lemon.
Yeah.
Same thing as like tequila with training wheels, like tequila, salt, lime. I mean, it was good. I'm not complaining. It was good, but I don't think it should be called lemon drop because that's not what it was. I would just call it a lemonade shot, honestly. Anyways, yeah, we stayed there. We were there for like 3 hours.
So that lemon drop, I mean, they could have just made it their own thing, called it their own shot or
That's
something.
true.
I
Yeah.
don't know, whatever.
We were there, I think, for at least 3 hours though.
Yeah.
We got there like 7:45 ish, maybe 7:50.
More like 2 hours. We left around.
No, it was like okay. I thought it was closer to 11 when we left. Anyways, yeah, it was. I thought it was nice. It was fun just to sit at a table and well, it was fun until you couldn't hear anybody anymore. That that bothered me. But I mean, you knew that was going to happen. It's a line dancing bar. They're going to play the music extremely loud and
That's
dance.
true. I mean, that was fine, but it's not a place that I would choose to go to. Like if everybody was like, man, let's go out for drinks or whatever, I would never be like, okay, let's go to Honky Tonk Saloon. It's not a place that I really care to be at. I mean, it's okay.
I get that, and that's cool.
And you know what's funny?
I would real quick. I would go back there for like a girls' night, but I agree it's definitely not meant for a big group setting because once the music gets going, you can't hear anybody. You can't hear. It's too hard to hear. Like my throat is sore from how loud I had to yell to get people to hear me. Okay, anyways.
I don't remember what I was gonna say.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Ugh.
It was supposed to just be a quick sentence, and they ruined it. I always ruin it.
Oh, I got it.
Thank goodness.
So I was thinking about how we watch a lot of Bar Rescue, and that bar seemed like a place that could be on Bar Rescue.
Oh,
That's
was
how I felt
not
about
that
it. That's
bad.
how I felt
the
about it.
server was terrible. In her defense, a little bit, she had a huge group of people to deal with. I mean, she was serving at least half of that side of the bar.
Yeah.
So she was busy. Absolutely. But when you're that busy, you have to figure out the best ways to do your time management. Now, I was a terrible server, but I still understood the concept. I just was really poor at executing it. You want to take care of as many people, like ask as many people if they need anything at once. So that way you can go get everything, come back, and then go to your next table rather than only asking 3 people what they want and then going back to the bar and then coming back and another 3 people are trying to get your attention. So you're literally just playing a back and forth game. And that's what I always got stuck in when I was serving. But it was mostly because at Olive Garden they have the unlimited soup or salad and breadsticks. So every time you come back to the table, somebody needs something. Every time. It was I don't know how they do it, but I just couldn't manage my time well enough.
I don't know how you did it. Like how you like what your method of going about handling that was. Like, did you go to one table, find out what they needed, go back and then get what they needed and then get give it to them and then go to another table, find out what they needed, or did you stop at all of your tables and say, "Hey, is there anything else I can get you? Anything else I can get you? Anything else I
Well,
can get you?"
I at first I was definitely only thinking one table at a time because at the bar I worked at before, like years ago, it was just a hole in the wall bar. People normally sat right up at the bar, and if there wasn't room at the bar, then people would sit at the tables, and they didn't really need a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
It was just beer, you know. I mean, we
It's
made
just
a few
beer.
mixed
All right,
drinks,
Tom
but
Cruise.
people.
This is cocktail.
That's a good movie. I wouldn't mind
It is a
watching
good
that
movie.
movie today. That's a good movie.
We gotta watch
Anyways.
Now You See Me too,
Oh yeah,
because we gotta finish.
gotta watch that movie. That's
finish
right.
that.
So anyways, I'm a little bit hungover today.
I'm not.
You never
I'm
are.
just tired right now.
You never are. I can if I mix any type of alcohol, I know I'm hungover the next day. Like even if it's just like I drink beer all night and I have one shot of tequila, I'm hungover. Or if I go over my beer count, like there's a certain number of beers that I can drink and like a certain number of time, a certain amount of time, whatever, that I will know, okay, I'm going to wake up with a headache tomorrow. But it can happen almost any time I drink beer. Like I can have if I have 3 beers when I get home from work before bed, I'll wake up with a little bit of a headache. If I have any more than that on a weeknight, I mean, obviously it gets worse, but I just feel like it's really easy for me to get hungover. So I try to limit myself to 1 or 2 drinks if it's weeknights. Actually, I haven't really been drinking that much.
No, you actually.
This past week, I've been drinking a lot of water, except for today.
Yeah, I think you. I don't know if you want to talk about that or not. So.
Oh, I just was just saying that I've been drinking a lot of water.
Well, yeah. I just meant like.
I guess I don't know what you're
Getting
referring
into
to.
the exercising and stuff. Or...
Oh, actually, I did want to talk about that.
Oh.
Um.
Well, I was just gonna say because you had been talking about wanting to get into exercising again, and the way that you would like to go about doing that is by swimming.
Yes, please.
And on the way to work, there is an aquatic center. I guess similar to the Y, you pay a membership fee and you can swim laps. But they do daily fees, membership fees, all that stuff. Yeah, and you decided to do a monthly membership.
I think that's
$40 a month.
Well, I mean, it's a little expensive, but all I've been craving is to get in the water. I keep saying to Jesse, I want to go to the beach, want to go to the pool, want to go to the beach, want to go to the pool. Like want to do something, and he doesn't. He doesn't want to. Certainly, you don't want to swim exercise. You'd rather lift weights, which is totally fine. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I've just been wanting to swim so badly, but I don't want to exercise. So why don't I just meet in the middle?
Yeah. I made a deal that I am willing to put that expense or that payment in, into our spending / budget or whatever, as long as she commits to it and does it, similar to what she did when I wanted to purchase some workout equipment.
Mm-hmm. As long as I do a minimum of twice a week, which is a lot less than my own goal, but as long as I go twice a week, I'm getting my money's worth every month. So, but yeah, again, my goal would be to go more than that.
How long are you planning on swimming for?
Well, I'm gonna have to play with the time frame. It's gonna take me a while to figure out the right time frame because the pool doesn't open until 6 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that there are people going, wait, what? You're complaining about that.
I know, right?
Um,
Because I'm up at 4:30 working out, or working out at 5:30.
I'm used to like getting up early to do any type of work because it helps wake me up and stay focused at work. It's a huge difference, So, anyways, my goal would be to be there at 6 a.m. And swim at least 45 minutes. I think until I get more used to my schedule and I can manage my time better there, then maybe I'll start going closer to an hour. But and I can always go after work too, because they have open swim until 8 p.m. during the week. However, we go to bed at 9 o'clock,
Yeah,
and
that
I'd
would
still be getting up at almost the same time in the morning, anyways. So
Yeah.
I would rather go in the morning, but I can go in the evenings. But I'm sure it's probably more busy in the evenings too.
Probably.
Oh my God, you're done eating?
Mhm.
Doesn't even look like I've made a dent in my food.
It never does with what you order. I mean, those breakfast bowl things that they make are huge. Anyway, yeah. Oh, I have a couple of things that I think I wrote down. Maybe. Probably not, though. Oh, shout out to Larry at work. Um, he told me
Yo,
to.
what's up, Larry?
All right, that was weird. Weird. He told me to listen to this guy. Similar to the Reinhardt Burr um, gentleman that I was listening to who does all that loop. I don't even really know what it's called. Is that what it's called? I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. So I introduced him to Eli and Garrett. Shout out to them. And they were like, "Oh yeah, this is awesome." But then Larry was like, "Hey, yeah, have you heard of this? I've been listening to this guy uh, FKJ." I'm like, "FKJ?" He's like, "Yeah, FKJ, French kiwi juice." And it caught me so off guard. I didn't know what to say. I was like, "What? French kiwi juice?" He's like, "Yeah, FKJ."
Oh my God, Larry.
I was like, "Okay."
I almost spit my food out on my
So
microphone.
I was checking him out. Actually, after I went back to the lab, after I was talking to Larry, I put him on my phone and started listening to it, and it's pretty good. It's a little bit faster and more upbeat, I think, than the Reinhardt Burr stuff. But I mean, it's okay. I don't mind it. It's pretty good. But I told Larry to listen to Reinhardt Burr, so hopefully he does that.
You want to tell the apple juice story?
I don't know the apple juice story.
Oh, likely story.
Huh.
He gave me a deadline to drink this by.
Oh, that story.
What other freaking orange juice story or apple juice story is there?
About those jars. That's what I thought you meant. I don't.
You're a nerd.
Why?
Nerd.
Yerd?
Yurt. Yurt. What are you looking at? Do you want some of the muffin?
No. I was just looking at the deposit. Cool.
Hey, we're getting recycling in our neighborhood. They
Yeah,
sent
that's
out a
cool.
mass text to everybody recently and said they were going to be accepting, or that they're going to start a recycling program. And I was like, me,
Fine.
pick me. And they had to call people back because there were so many people calling in that they couldn't keep up with it. So they got everybody's information so they could go back look up everybody's accounts to make sure that they're
I mean,
doing it within. No, this is what she explained to me. Doing it within everybody's billing cycle, so checking their history and everything to make sure that they can align the recycling bill with their garbage bill already.
oh, I
And
gotcha.
so I thought that was pretty nice. And when she had called me back, she was like, "So it looks like you guys paid for a year in advance, for waste removal." Um, she was like, "I don't know if you really want to do that for the recycling, just because that would be a really hefty bill next year when you get it in the mail." Because
Yeah.
it's expensive. It's
hmm
paying for recycling here is just as expensive as paying for waste removal.
That's crazy.
It's expensive,
What the
but
craziest part to me is that the recycling and portage is
was
free.
free.
It comes
So
with your service.
she actually told me, she said, if you wanted to, you could always check with either your HOA, or you could call the town of Somerville, um, and ask, say, hey, am I paying taxes towards this? If so, how do I get my services started?
hmm
Because Tim said something about how he thought he was paying taxes for waste removal already, or something like that. Maybe not taxes, or
Well,
like it
maybe
comes
we need
out
to
of
look
his
at what we're paying
taxes,
for on
but
the taxes.
he doesn't have a waste bill. He doesn't have to pay for it. It's included because it's part of the taxes he pays.
Hmm.
So I don't know if we have anything like that here.
Well, we might. Doesn't hurt to look.
Yeah, we probably don't, just because of our stupid freaking
But it would
HOA.
be worth looking at Somerville too. Maybe it's included in that. I don't know. Maybe we're just crazy and the
Anyways,
people in the South don't like to recycle, so
it is expensive, but I do think that it's worth it. It's the easiest and smallest contribution that we can attempt to make for the planet.
I mean, people be like, well, there are recycling places around. You could take your recycling there, and it's like,
And
I don't want to
yeah,
make that. I don't
you
want to make
can.
that kind of effort. That
And yeah, but that's why we're paying for this service, because we don't want to go take it to a dump because it's inconvenient.
somebody on
So we'll pay for it.
the Waterside Landing page recently posted that her current lawn care company keeps rescheduling on when they're going to mow her lawn.
Ooh, no
And she
bueno.
said that it's out of control right now, which I believe because of how much rain we've been getting.
Yep.
And because I was like, you know what? It's
You went out there yesterday.
I was like, I'm just going to do it and get it done. And yeah, I was just like, she was like, does anybody know of a different lawn care company that will do it in the next couple of days? I don't know if she got anybody. My question is why don't you just borrow a mower and
Why don't you just do it
do it?
yourself?
Or do it.
Well,
Our
just like
yards
how
are
we
not
just
that big
said,
around here.
if you think about it, just like how we just said, we don't want to go take stuff to the dump. Maybe that's her version of that. Like, I don't want to mow my own lawn. I want somebody else to do it for me, and I'm willing to pay for it.
And that's fine. I'm okay with that.
I was just trying to
Yeah.
give us a different way to think about it.
Yeah.
Well, that's
I mean,
pretty
it is
smart.
a pain because it'll rain and 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 rain, and then you got 3 minutes of sunshine, and you got to get out and do all your yard work in that amount of time. It sucks. But yeah, shout out to Eli and Kirsten taking the credit. Whoop whoop. Check them out. If you don't do it, do it.
Woo woo.
If you do it,
If you do it,
keep doing it.
do.
Do. Remember, kids,
You said
if you
doo-doo.
poop in the woods, use the right leaf.
That's gonna be like your tagline at the end of every episode now.
No.
Oh,
Eli said that
just
should
the
have been
special
the
ones.
episode title, though.
Yeah,
Or
I
something
agree
like
with
that.
him.
I agree too.
I don't watch the entire podcast when I go back to edit it, and if I wait too long to edit, I'll forget half the things we talk about. So
I think that's the reason that Kirsten takes notes, during the podcast. Like
That's-
she'll
yeah,
message
that's a
Eli
good
all that
idea.
stuff. That way he doesn't have to go back in and rewatch everything.
I wondered how they did that.
But I think that's what he does.
I was like, dang, Eli's got a really good memory.
I mean,
I mean,
I'm
he
pretty
probably
sure
does,
he
but my
does.
memory is
So's mine.
horrible.
It's terrible.
People who love me, thank you for being so patient with me. I'm getting older and it's just getting worse.
Yep.
I'm gonna have dementia when I'm 45. That would suck. I shouldn't laugh about that.
That would suck. Because I wouldn't be able to take care of you.
You'd leave me.
I would.
Here she is. I'm done with her. She doesn't like me anyway, so.
She tells me all the time.
Anyways, we
Out of curiosity, how would something like that work? Like, how would you divorce somebody that has dementia?
Ooh, I don't know. They'd probably, well, I would assume that if somebody has dementia, there's probably a power of attorney sign over. If you're no
Yeah.
longer able to take care of yourself and like handle your own um expenses, whatever you want to call it,
Right.
they probably
Anyway,
they
you were
probably
saying
sign it
something.
over to either a lawyer, a family member, or somebody you trust.
Yeah. Like
Oh,
a spouse.
well, unless you didn't want it to be your spouse.
Yeah,
If I have
true.
dementia and I hate you, I might not want you to be my power of attorney. It's kind of a contract we're under, though. So. Yes. Anyways, I was gonna change the subject, though. I was gonna talk about how we got a few new candles.
New candles.
And we like most of them. We like most of them.
Yeah, there's I think like two that I'm like.
There's definitely the two that I got more for you actually are the ones that
Yeah, that banana one is.
I think
too
it's
much.
gonna I'm hoping I want to light it so I can see what it smells like, but if we don't like it, I'll have been super bummed that we lit it because then I can't give it away as a gift.
Give it away, give it away, give it away now.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I could put it on the warmer one time, just enough to be able to smell it. And if we decide that we still don't like it, then what are they making? Smoothies?
Yeah.
What
It's
is
like
this,
a
the
it's like a
first blender ball?
dissolvable pouch. You throw the pouch in your water and just shake it up.
Oh,
It's weird.
shoot.
I was actually looking at these tattoos and I was thinking about my tattoo next week.
That's so colorful.
And it looks like a patch that you would sew on.
Oh my god, like a Girl Scout patch.
Yeah.
Holy crap, get your nose out of here, home skillet. Don't forget your nuts.
Don't forget your nuts.
That's what my shirt says. You got it at Goodwill here, and then I tie-dyed it. Reverse tie-dyed it. Just bleach tie-dyed it. Yeah.
Bleach.
Anyways. It's a shape of an elephant, and on the inside it says, don't forget your nuts.
Shout out to my sister, Sarah.
It says, what does it say?
Perry's Nut House.
Nut House. And it's in Maine.
Belfast. But yeah, anyway, shout out to my sister, Sarah.
Not shout out to Maine, though.
Why?
Isn't that where Eli and Kirsten were talking about?
Oh, yeah,
moving?
that place sucks. You don't want to
This shirt is the only good thing from Maine.
But
just kidding. Sorry,
Sarah made some pretty cool.
She made some dope sweaters the other day.
Yeah, those were really cool.
Those are cool. Can't wait to be a mommy.
Check
so
her
I can
stuff
have her
out.
make
She
me
is,
one.
I believe she's selling stuff like that. So,
She is.
You know,
I don't know them.
If you're interested in what she's doing,
let us know, and we can put you in touch with her.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to direct anybody any specific place if she has a preference of how she wants people to reach out to her.
That's
so
true.
let us know, and we'll put you in touch. She does some cool I think she has one of those. I want to say Cricket
Wireless?
No, it's like a printer type of thing, but they're super super cool. But I can imagine it's probably a little, I don't want to say tedious work, hard work, you know, because just just because of how long it probably takes to get that stuff done. What is on my finger?
I don't know.
There's something sticky all over my finger, like a wax. What did I touch?
Mm.
That was
You
weird.
got your nails did the other day.
Yeah.
Those look pretty cool.
I think I gotta go wash my hands.
You should put a picture of your nails in there.
Why?
I don't know. Just do it. Because they're cool. I like them. I think they're cool looking.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah. They're so the nails they are nude with a little bit of a black outline to them. They're a little short for this specific style, but I
I
like
think they
them.
look cool.
I like them. Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
we got some. Oh yeah, I already said we got some more candles, and we like most of them. There were a couple of scents that we didn't like.
Mm-hmm.
But I did reorganize my candle closet yesterday. And I took out all of these crates and wrote on the crate like what the category was that it was under. So I have 2 crates that are Christmas candles, one that's fall and winter, one that's food, and no, one whole one that's all like food related. That was weird. Like we have a blueberry one, or like pineapple pancakes, or
That banana nut
the
one
banana
is gonna
walnut
go in there.
muffin, whipped coffee, stuff like that. And then I think I have a couple more. One is like spring and floral, and I don't know what the other one is. I think
Spring and
it's just more fall candles that the ones we just got basically.
Mm-hmm.
But they're all organized by their scent and season, like time of year type of thing. Makes the most sense to me. Sense, get it? Take it away now.
You got problems. I don't have anything to say. Mm.
Guess you're just gonna watch me eat then.
That's weird. Learned a lot of stuff at work yesterday or Friday about environmental health and safety. So more boring stuff about work, but I learned a lot, and I actually really appreciated the auditor teaching me those things, and things like that. So we are not prepared for our upcoming audit in October. I can say that, but we will be by the time it comes. So it's going to be fun. Probably very busy days ahead.
I have a new topic idea.
What is it?
Tell me some funny hangover stories or drinking stories. Or at least one.
Funny drinking stories.
Yeah, tell me a funny drinking story.
I don't have any.
Do you want me to go first?
Yep.
Okay. So, the first time I got really, really, really hungover, and I'm not going to tell you what kind of hangover, but I don't remember how old I was exactly. I was with a couple of friends from high school, but we weren't in high school. It must have been, I know it was after high school, but I don't remember how old I was exactly. Anyways, hung out with a bunch of people from, well, a group of people from high school, and we were doing a power hour with beer, and I stopped after 2 cans of beer because I was like, this is too much. Like actually trying to take a full shot of beer a minute for an entire hour. That's hard to do for me. And um so I got through like 2 cans of beer, and I was like, I gotta drink something else. Well, we made these mixed drinks that we poured into plastic water bottles, and it was Hawaiian Punch Burnett's vodka mixed with Hawaiian Punch.
Ew.
It was disgusting, and that is
Ew.
why to this day I do not go anywhere near Hawaiian Punch of any kind.
Gross.
Hmm. You still don't have anything?
None that I'm okay with telling
You've
to the
told
public.
you've told well, church it up a little bit
No
then.
way, bro. Church it up. It's not funny.
I think you've already told the Chicago story, so
Well, a lot of people know the Chicago story. Actually, we were just talking about this story, so why don't I just tell the Chicago story?
I just said I think you've already told the Chicago story
Oh, I
in a
have?
previous episode.
Maybe.
Oh well, go ahead.
No. Well, the one of the funny parts of it was after the a lot of those okay. So let me back up. So we would typically me, Jim, Jeremiah, and Paul, all of my brothers, every year for Jim's birthday, we would go to a Tigers game in Detroit. And we would typically stay at a hotel for the weekend or whatever and go to the game, hang out, gamble, drink, have a good time all weekend long. So one particular night we were staying at, I believe it was Greektown Casino. And got real drunk. What really put us over the top was a shot of tequila at the bar at the casino. And boy, that put us over the top. We argued, we fought. I had enough, so I packed my bag and I was gonna drive home. So typically Jim is the one that's like, you know what? F this, you're not my family. I'm leaving, and he'll walk somewhere.
I just don't understand how those arguments even get to that point.
I don't know.
What are you arguing about?
You know what's oddly enough is I think what started it is we were all just hammered drunk. We were sitting in the hotel room, and Paul and Jim were just wrestling around on the bed, just goofing off, just like we used to. And something happened. I'm not exactly sure what. I don't think anybody knows what happened. Um, but Jim, I mean, being drunk, all of us being drunk, Jim just kind of flipped a switch and decided that he was mad at everybody, and
Oh.
it started from there. But yeah, I walked with my bag all the way down to my Jeep, realized that I didn't have my keys, so went back to the room, looked for my keys, couldn't find my keys, and we were hammered drunk, like blackout drunk.
Stop moving
And we were running all over the hotel, the casino, retracing our steps, trying to find my keys, only to find that the next day after I'd showered and everything and we were getting ready to go to the game, that my keys were in my bag the entire time. Because I knew I didn't need them, and I knew that I was not going to carry them around with me all the time, so I put them in my bag so they were safe.
Yep. That's funny. It's a good thing that you
Didn't
didn't go
matter,
anywhere
though.
though.
Oh man,
That you didn't drive, I mean.
Yeah, for sure. That would have been bad. So drunk that night.
You could tell the people where Lieutenant Dan came from. I don't think we've told that story. That's a great
That's
story.
another Chicago trip.
It is also another Chicago story. You have 8 minutes and 45 seconds, bro. Do it. Wow. Take your time. Got a dog here.
Was that
my God.
after Harry Carey's and everything?
Yes.
That was that night?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
So we have talked about the Harry Carey's, and maybe we've kind of touched on Lieutenant Dan before, like
Yeah. Basically, when
came
I get
from,
over
but-
this in particular night in Chicago, after we had an hour and a half of all like endless drinks, including liquor at Harry Carey's.
Yeah,
It was
we have
$25
talked
a
about this.
person. Anyway, yeah, we got smashy
I
face.
feel like it's been a long time though since we talked about it. I feel like we talked about it on our one of our first few episodes. So
Probably. I mean the bar ended up cutting us off from that because we were drinking too much.
but not that we were drunk, because she was like, it's not that you're drunk,
because our tab was
it's
running
that your
too
tab
high.
is getting too high.
But we were drunk, so we ended up leaving there and we went to a few other bars.
Yeah, we went to I think 2 other bars.
And boy, we went to Giordano's
and got 2
and
freaking
ordered
pizzas.
2 pizzas
And waited like an hour and a half for them.
Yep. In the street.
And we all ate 1 slice of pizza.
There were 4 pieces missing out of 2 pizzas.
Oh my God. We each ate 1 slice. We wasted so much money at that place because we bought those bags too to carry the pizza in, so it would keep it hot.
Stupid. So stupid.
Oh shit.
Anyway, yeah, I was so drunk that I had an alter ego come out, Lieutenant Dan. I was pretending that I couldn't walk, and that the office chair that was in the room was my wheelchair, and I was using it to get around everywhere. It was funny. It's not funny if you're explaining it. But
yeah, I've got some videos
Haley's
somewhere
got
still.
videos of it. People to this day swear that they will get Lieutenant Dan to appear, but I'm not much of a drinker anymore, so
No. Well, I mean, you weren't really much of a drinker at all, you know?
not really, but
I mean, you would it's occasional though,
yeah.
you know?
I
And if you
prefer-
do, you have like one drink and you're good.
Yeah, I prefer to have a glass of wine with you before dinner or after during dinner or something like that.
I like doing that.
Yeah.
I'd like to see you get a little bit more adventurous even in just trying wines. I wish you would just try them. Like, commit to 1 glass. Even if it's a small glass. Just try it.
Yeah. I should really try to get used to drinking some red wine.
I always offer you a glass,
You
though.
do?
I always
It's just
offer
too
you a
dry
glass.
for me.
But they're
Do
not
something that's
all
not as
like
dry.
that. They're not. Most of them can be, but sometimes they pair really well with what you're eating too. Like, I'm not an expert on how things should be paired, but there's a lot.
Are you?
There's a lot of wines that I've noticed, like even with our HelloFresh meals, if we make a meal and I'm drinking a wine and I'm like, ooh, this goes well together. This tastes good right now. You know, like sometimes that dry flavor, especially if you're going to eat like steak, that dryness of the red wine, it pairs really well with steak, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, Lieutenant Dan.
Yep.
He's only made 1 other appearance.
Yep.
And it was with Megan and Jeremiah again.
I tend to get my drunkest when I'm with my family.
Yeah.
I don't really.
You trust your family.
Yeah, that's the number 1 reason. But it's more. There's more that I just prefer not to show that side of myself to people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was this our third?
I think so.
This was our third. Do you want to keep going, or do you want to
I'm ready to
wrap it up here? I mean, I could keep talking, surprisingly.
We can wrap it up.
I could keep talking, but that's just me, so. All right, cool.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in to this morning's episode.
This morning's hangover episode.
Yep. Of Just Us.
And sometimes other hangovers.
Ooh. We'll see you guys next time for episode 37. Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.